Yeah, my brother, welcome.
Thank you.
Before we start the conversation, I just wanted to thank you. Thank you so much. And we have a list that we have been waiting for people to come on this. But busy is the one that is occupying people so much. But yeah, I'm very delighted for me to have you here. I know this show need people, honest people, those people that we share vision and the same mind. You see, so for me, for having you here, one is an honor, and it's a privilege. You are blessing this show. You see, so thank you so much, my brother. This is my brother. I like to call him Fidel, uh, but the favorite name for me is Dekas. This is the name that I like so much. See, he's one of the people that I met here in South Africa. Of course, he's just also like me. But since we have made that friendship that turned to a family. So it's not just a friendship anymore. It's a family matter. You see. So anything that I do, he has to be there as well. See. So it's easy for me to get such kind of people to come here because of the relationship that we have. So we are brothers and we are family. Anything we go it together. So thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me,
Feel
my
free.
brother.
This is the show. Uh, let us provide. Let us talk whatever we have that we wish we can talk. So this is for the public, regardless of whatever the background. You talk what you feel. Speak out. Thank you so much. I think people that would like us to hear it more about you.
Thank you for having me, my brother.
Welcome.
Like you say, we met in South Africa.
Yeah.
We working same company, same job. We are in the same business. And before I start, I would like um, to say small story about you and me.
Yeah.
How
People
we
can hear.
how we started, how we met, in Checkers,
Yeah.
and how we came about to creating a company whereby
Whereby, yes.
we are five,
We are
six,
we were five
we
or
were
six.
six,
Yes.
starting the African art,
African, yes.
which you brought the name,
Yeah.
and unfortunately things didn't go as planned.
Yeah.
But I have to confess, I never thought that you would continue through,
Really?
and you push until today, and the African art is becoming a big brand. For that, I will confess that I always admire your courage, dedication, and endurance.
Yeah.
For
I also thank you. Of course, I'm cutting you because you have just brought it up. Letting me also speak something. African Heart, it was formed not just for me, or it's not like it was a vision for me personal. It was a vision that was needed to be driven by the group, and especially the trusted group that we had.
yes,
Yeah, but it's life. There's some misunderstanding, something like that. But yeah,
I believe it's the goal wasn't the same,
the goal right
the mindset wasn't the same, and the vision was different.
was different.
We started something that could have been the biggest maybe someday, because
Yeah.
when you compare how we started and some other big companies, they also started the same.
Yeah, and
You can start 2 or 3 people, 4 people, just like we started, and become after 10, 5 years, after perseverance and endurance, become a big one of the big company and stuff.
Yeah.
When you read many stories about big companies, they will tell you how they started.
Yeah.
Google or Microsoft or Apple, they all started 3, 4. At some point they separated, then
They
come again.
Same thing.
You
You
see?
see, even the African Heart is just a matter of time. African art, as I said, it was not made for one, you know. So the other thing that I see, that happened, as you have already mentioned, it was a maybe I see like it was just a lack of understanding. As you said, also the vision, the goal, it was different. To me, the goal is just the same, but I just wanted to put it in a like a, in a way that it have to go through, even if once we are in a difficult condition, like it has to have to help us as well, you know.
Yeah.
Because like the goal as well, it was also to help like other people. You understand? So I see like yes, we are going to be helping other people, but let's say in our other side things start going badly. How are we gonna proceed with this program that we're going to start? So for us to proceed with this, it means this thing it have to be monetized. By honest you understand? So how are we gonna do it? And how is it going to have an effect? Then we also need to include the fashion in it. You know, because if you look around, like especially every company, even if the company that is not dealing with fashion, you will find that they also somehow they involve themselves in fashion. So that was also an idea. But on that idea, I was like, anyone who be interested for him maybe to have this, like especially let's say about 66. Those customers are using our 66, right? But if you look at them, sometimes they also wish to have one of our t-shirts. You understand? So I was also taking like that everyone will be wishing, like will be interested, maybe to about the brand, you need to buy, not just to give him for free. You need to buy. So while those are buying, it means it will generate some money. Yes, there. You understand? And I also believing like for this thing to go well. Of course, by then we didn't have too much deep understanding on how it's going to go through. But that was not my word, especially. It was not my word.
I always feel like we're not prepared.
We were not prepared. That is the main.
We were not prepared when we started this thing. It's just that we came together. Okay, let's start something. We didn't have any plan.
Yeah.
We didn't have any strategy.
Yeah.
So we just started. We bring this one with this his own idea, this
Yeah.
one idea, this one idea. We came together and then we start talking. We put ourselves in the group.
Yeah.
And then I remember you came up with this African thing,
Yeah.
the name, and then we agreed.
Yeah.
And
we even discussed everything.
Yes, we started talking. But I always feel like we were not committed, all of us, in the idea. If we were just at a small commitment,
yeah,
I think it should have worked.
On that, because we are here, viewers, they have to hear this insight. You know, the other thing that I also see, of course, the time we started, we were not prepared, but that was not like to me. It was not a matter too much. What was mattering to me was mattering most. Like we started this name itself, the brand itself, it will start pushing us to have to make a structure, because the structure is made by
people.
Yeah. So even if like we are not prepared too much, but this thing that we have is gonna make us start preparing proper. But the problem that I see, and the problem that I also see that time, people were not open. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
and
open.
I do understand what you say.
Yeah.
People didn't want to say their mind.
Their heart.
People were just there to listen.
And
to agree, but agree to disagree. They agree, but when they go away,
they disagree. It's like they agree.
People were not honest. We were not honest. That's what that Einstein mentioned that.
Yes.
We didn't know what we wanted.
Yeah.
We didn't have a strategy. We were not open to each other. We started well.
Yeah.
For the first couple of weeks, we started very well.
And it was very strong.
Yeah.
You know, we were already conquering people. Those people who were not in that circle, they were already like, hey,
and people wanted to join. I remember everyone were interested. Many people wanted to join the African art, but
many. You can see like people. You know what? people once they see it, like, hey, they were like getting inspired. Like, I think this group this group is gonna come up with something. But the other thing that I can add maybe on that of what we have already spoken, that the other thing that is also affecting a lot of people. It's not only us. It also affects people there. It's like mm, the understanding. Of course, I wanted to say something. It just ran away from me right now. You see, um, it's patience. Let me say patience. Just to give some time and to also to understand that everything once you are starting, there is something that is like conflict. But that conflict, it doesn't mean that you are fighting because there is some grudges or something like some other things. No, in everything, even if let's say in a company or any company actually, any company or any business, once something that is just starting or they just put another leader, you will see that there is some conflict. You know, those conflicts, it's not like they're conflict. Those conflicts are there for building. You understand? Like to build the relationship. Someone is trying to understand better what is happening. You understand? So I see like they were also they were also lacking like this kind of knowledge.
Yeah, I believe we didn't have a common goal.
Yeah.
Remember, we can start a company, we can start something. If we have a goal, all of us, okay, the destination is, we can start going. We're going, I'm going to give you an example. We're going to Summer's Rain.
Yeah.
We know the destination is Boardwalk.
Boardwalk.
You and me. Our goal is to get to Boardwalk.
Yes.
Along the way, we fight.
Yeah, yeah. It's all.
But we can fight along the way. But we know our goal is to get where? To Boardwalk. Understand?
Yeah.
So no matter how we fight, we're gonna reach Boardwalk because we know our treasure is in Boardwalk. At the Boardwalk, that's where we're gonna get our treasure. So we have to, by any means, we have to get there.
I think.
But we didn't have that.
Yeah.
We didn't have common goal.
Yeah.
Many people, we were just there to maybe accompany Chancey.
Yeah.
We're just there. Maybe I'll be honest with you. We're just there. Maybe accompany Chancey in his own vision.
Yeah.
We're trying to accompany you in your vision. The vision was good, but we came along instead of us committing ourselves in that vision and understanding first the vision and where we are going. Because if you know the destination, it's easy to you choose a route which you want to take. We didn't know the destination. We're just, okay, African art.
Yeah.
We start the African art. We're going to start selling t-shirts. It's a brand. We're going to start selling merchandising. And then we're going to have a brand and we're going to monetize the content, stuff like that. But we didn't know the destination. That's why it was very difficult to choose the route.
And by that time, of course, you have locked it. The main idea of the whole thing, of the whole of that fight is the one that you have just explained it. The decision, the goal, where we are going. But I see also we didn't have enough time like to share, like to sit, we can have that thing. It was for not like personal, it was for the group. Actually, if many people they don't understand, I think my wife could be the witness. If he knew, because she was the time we
started, I remember.
It was for the group. So if it's for the group, for us to identify the goal, it was not for me alone. Like I was not trying to carry the burden alone. The only thing that I wanted, like, let me brought the idea. Then whatever we need to do in this, we are going to discuss it. But the people, they didn't realize it quickly. They didn't put their mind there quickly, like to find the destination. Because even the time, like we want you to discuss something, like we want to discuss this on that meeting. They were not like opening, like as I said, to open like, okay, we have done this. Okay, let's say this. What are we going, like what's our destination?
That's the question that is the question asked that day when we started. No one has ever brought it up. No one has ever asked those special questions. We needed those questions.
Hey, hey.
Why are we doing this? Where are we going?
Yeah.
And how are we going to get there?
Yes.
You understand? We just came, okay, we are going to subscribe with this idea.
Yeah.
We're going to become a company. And from the company, we're going to start.
Really? Yeah.
We didn't have any plan,
Like
proper
a
plan.
proper plan. And
That's why
proper plan.
it was so easy for us to scatter.
Yes.
To go this one year, and then we're done.
And
then it was so easy for us because we didn't have a foundation.
And you on that, you know, and that plan, it was not made for me alone. You understand?
I remember
it was for everyone there, like to put up. You know, everyone was given a chance there. Like you see that first meeting we did, you speak, speak. Whatever we're going to discuss here, the idea is going to proceed from there. You know. But anyway,
yeah. We just had to bring it up because when I see the African art, but I'm so proud. Whenever I see somebody is wearing the t-shirt, or a short, or I see it on internet, any merchandise about the African art, for me, I feel like inspired. I feel inspired, and I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm so proud of you. Whenever I speak to somebody, okay, when we started this company, it was like a joke, but check Chancy, this man, I respect you for that. I really respect you for that, and I'm so proud of you. And I keep going. That's why for me it was so easy for me to accept the invitation because I know we have to have to start from the beginning, at the beginning. One of the first people to come to the podcast, we have to be one of the few first people to come here, so that when it's big, I know, okay,
it's where it started. You know, and you it's not just it's where you know where it started. You also felt it.
I'll be proud. You see,
much.
I'll be proud.
And I can tell you by now, African Heart, if the group, like the way we started, African Heart could be bigger than it is right now.
Yes, because remember, everything works with finance. The finance would have been much bigger, and then the idea would have been much better. You understand? So,
much
so now you're dealing with everything alone. It's a bit. It's not easy. That's why I say I'm so proud of you. If it was somebody else, everyone maybe you would have quit it long
time. It's really long time. Yeah. So yeah, and you know, here in South Africa, we have to keep ourselves busy. And we know this country,
we are busy already.
It forces you to be busy. It forces you to be busy. It's different from our country, you know. Here, even to find like this time to chat is very, very hard. You know, it's like 1 hour is too much. You can do a lot with the 1 hour. And I wish also like our country, like Malawi, DRC, I think if they can, I know we have not yet reached this level, but if let's say if they start practicing this kind of life, I think it can help the country immediately. You know, like everyone is busy, like occupied. He doesn't have anything, but he try himself like to do something. I know it's the economy and the strategies and structure of the country and the status of the country. It's the one that influenced to reach this kind of level. You understand? Like you know, if you just relax a little bit, then the economy is going to crash you. You see? So you will not be allowing yourself like you need yourself to work like every minute. You know, you need to use the time. You see?
On that matter, for us to be busier, you notice one. Have you ever noticed that it's only the foreigners are the most busy people?
Here in South Africa, yeah.
Not only in South Africa, everywhere in the world.
Yeah.
Because if you were to go back to Malawi, you will be in your comfort zone. You know,
always.
If you don't work, you can go and stay by your uncle's house.
You understand?
You can go and stay by your mama's house.
Yeah.
That is why, for me, being busy in a foreign country is because we want to make it,
Yeah.
and also because we don't want to sleep outside.
That is the
We've got
thing.
responsibilities. Some of us have two jobs. Why? You have to cover there and there and then the rent is not cheaper,
It's not
the
cheaper.
food is not cheaper, so everything is getting expensive.
And
So you have to be able to fund at least something to cover, or to work overtime for the people working for companies. To work overtime, it will be difficult
not
for a
even
person.
even on your off days.
Yes, that's why it's difficult for a foreigner to refuse the overtime. That's why I don't blame the South African people for not wanting overtime. It's
Yeah.
because for them, they just need money uh, to drink, to eat. They don't pay, most of them, they don't pay
They
rent.
don't pay rent.
You see, they can build small thing or
Even if
small RDP. For him, it's fine. You also, if you were to stay at home, I believe you'll have been in a comfort zone or more comfortable than here.
I'm telling you.
Some jobs that you're doing here, you never have done it.
My home.
You never have done it in Malawi. I'm telling you.
It's true.
So that's why when people say, oh, South African people are lazy, for me, I just look at them and say, no, they're not lazy.
They're not
It's
lazy.
because you come from far, you have to make it. You don't want to sleep on the road. You must eat. You don't have anyone to take care of you. You don't have an uncle, you don't have an auntie, you don't have a sister.
You are on your own.
But them, it's their country.
Yeah.
They have to be free. They have to enjoy. They have to do whatever they want because they're not under pressure like us.
The actual, totally, they're not under pressure. But our people don't understand this. Do you know that? If I say our people, I mean our country people, home, from home, because they have this. Anyone outside the country is rich. That is their mindset, most of them. You find that they will ask you for money, like we have this problem, we need money. If you say I don't have money, and they expect a lot from you, but like this life that you have just explained, they don't know that here we live like this.
They think
anything that we get is for our survival first.
Survival.
You know, here we live for survival. We don't live like if living life. We live for survival. But through that survival, we are able to take like a piece and give it to them. It's just a piece to give it to them. But they see like here, it's like money is everywhere. You just prank it. You know, just pranking it. The survival of the fittest, especially for every foreign.
Yes, on that one I want to add something. Most of the time, it's us people who are here in South Africa or maybe abroad or overseas. People who leave their country, left the country to go overseas, who are wrong because you don't want to tell our people the truth. You leave your country, like my people, I'm gonna tell you, in my case, people come from Congo, get to Joburg, you're struggling for a document, you don't have a document. You're working maybe a security job where you're getting small money, like 5,000.
And if we say a security job, people, you mustn't take it.
They judge you.
Small. They mustn't judge. A security job is a very good job. Once you're in a foreign country and you get a
you don't get to
job,
choose any job once you're in a foreign country. And then you come here now because you are so arrogant. You don't want to tell your people the truth.
Yes.
Because of low self-esteem and pride. You don't want to tell the people the truth. You don't want to tell them that, listen, I'm working as a security here. I'm struggling. I'm trying to find myself. You don't want to tell them the truth. You tell them, okay, you start showing them the pictures of the beach. You start sending them nice picture in front of a beautiful car, a Maserati, a Bugatti, a Lamborghini. And then those people, when they see those pictures, in their mind, they visualize some things. Oh, this guy is living a super life, good life. So now they start asking you for money.
And you say you
don't have. And for them, they judge you. They say, this guy is very bad. He has got a very bad art because We ask him money, he doesn't want to
And
help
they
us.
say you
Somebody
have changed.
sick, he doesn't
You
want.
wanna
Maybe he
help.
went to the Sangoma, he got a muti, something
Hey,
like that.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
why
yeah.
he doesn't want to distribute his wealth, his money.
Yeah, they do that.
I'm gonna tell you a story. In my country, in Joburg, actually, there are many Congolese who were called to come to South Africa because of the a certain story which they were told that okay, South Africa is good. We're living in a mansion, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And then they got courage to come here.
Yeah.
Once they got in Joburg, for instance, he has a brother or a sister, especially men, get to Joburg, start calling the guy who was telling you, I'm living a good life here. You can come anytime, just pay pa. You can even send me money, I'm gonna do this for you.
Yeah.
You get to Joburg, start calling. The number which was always going through become voicemail. Now you stay away on the street. Those are the stories that we're seeing, all of us.
And this is happening
to all the nation, to Nigeria. It's happening to Nigerian, to Malawian, to Congolese, to Zimbabwean. You come here, then nowhere to stay. I know my uncle has rescued many of them.
And it's really, really bad. People, you need to change. They need to change this kind of mindset and this kind of behavior. This kind of behavior is just the same like kidnapping. This kind of behavior is just same like kidnapping. It's like you kidnap someone, you know this person that you are kidnapping, you're not gonna help anything.
I believe it's
you just torture that person.
It's just wickedness.
It's wickedness.
Wickedness. People lack moral and humanity. You know this person will come here. You know the situation in Joburg.
Not on Joburg.
Even in Port Elizabeth.
South Africa.
You know the situation.
Outside is not a place where someone can stay.
No document. A person is coming here, no document. He's coming without a document. He got here, no document, nowhere to stay, no money, and he can't even speak English.
Yeah, and they promise him to give him job the same day he arrives.
The person will tell him, "Listen, me, I've got a nice house. I can even speak to my boss. I'm gonna give you the job." And then once the person got here, the phone is going voicemail, and then you find the people on the street. My uncle, he rescued many of them here. And you know what the Congolese community always does?
Yeah.
When they see somebody struggling like that, the first person to call is my uncle.
Imagine.
And since my uncle got a big heart, you know what he always does?
Yeah.
He'll go and pick up the person. And although he always have disappointment, because at some point he's gonna help those people, he's gonna bring them home, he's gonna provide them even the job, but the end result is always bad. You see this person now become a thief, like one guy who stole some belonging of my cousins.
You see,
at my uncle's house. Imagine stuff like that.
And the other thing that myself, I always urge my people. You know me, I always talk honestly. Once it comes to this family thing, I don't hide. It's for you now to judge me or not. But what I've told you
is the truth.
Is the truth. So
it's up to you.
It's up to you. You get hurt or not. You can't say, you see, like things are going well, my friend, or my brother. Yeah, you see, things are going well. Yes, I work hard. But right now, I cannot urge you to come here. I cannot urge you to come here. You might need to come here, but you cannot come to my place. I cannot stay with you. Why? For me to stay with you, I will need to buy food, which I'm not even affording for my own right now. You need a place to stay. You will not be staying for free. You need a soap to bath, body lotion, water. You need even
so the toiletries for him also. Yeah.
You understand? So all these things, it doesn't come without a cost. It comes with a cost.
And then the rent you have to upgrade.
To upgrade.
If you're staying in a one-room house or two-room house, you have to go and get a bigger one.
Big house. I have to tell them that where I'm staying right now, I'm not even allowed to stay with anyone. And if you say that you are not allowed to stay with anyone, which one is that one? You don't understand. This is South Africa and that is Malawi. The way you live, the way we live is totally different.
I believe Yeah, I think we just have to start telling people the truth.
Say them the truth. It has
Listen,
saved me a lot.
you come here at your own risk.
At your own risk.
But when you say that, the family back home, they judge you. They say this
judge
guy
you.
is not human.
And
How can you refuse your sister,
your sister.
uncle's daughter, your uncle's brother, your whatever? They don't understand the situation.
And they say that, there's too much jobs there. I say, yes, there's too much jobs. But even here, even their own South African, they don't have jobs. That you are saying is too much.
You see?
And to get jobs here, you don't just get jobs. There in Malawi, you say, to get a job, you need a connection. Just same here.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
You need to know someone.
You need to know someone.
I get a job. Can you still remember how you go to check?
Ask me for me to get.
You met me.
I met you.
Then I directed you where to go.
I'm telling you.
It's everywhere.
It's everywhere. People, it's everywhere. And you don't, especially here in South Africa, you have to know, especially here in South Africa, it's not like every person that you are going to meet have a good heart.
Yeah, that's true.
And don't expect that. If you see that everyone is laughing at you and say, this one, you can even allow. I will talk about white.
Yeah, because you've been staying with many white, you know more about white.
I've been staying with white people. So once it comes to our white people, especially these people at home, because I don't know if it's a black people or an African people, or just me. Like Malawi, most people, if they see a white person, they see money. They see someone who have a very
not only Malawi,
wife.
not only Malawi. I'm gonna tell you a joke. If you can take a white person, the one who was standing on the road begging for money, just take him, clean him, just clean him, give him some clothes, take him to Congo, and tell the Congolese people this is the new investor. To any company. This is the investor is going to invest in this certain business. You see how everyone will be jumping to give you connection and to give you contracts because they see white. We have that mentality of white is everything. White is money, like you said.
Yeah, white is money.
It doesn't matter for them, any white person is money.
And we cannot even convince our family, our brothers, that this white person is not the right one. This one is evil, this one.
And this is maybe it's just a poor guy. Was begging on the street. You know why? It's a mindset issue. We have a mindset issue because we always perceive them in our brain. When we see them, we made a story or idea. We conceive something in our brain that this person maybe is the founder, is the founder, or is the owner, is the this and this and this and this. That's our.
And
that's
one more, I like to also to watch videos for people, especially these YouTubers. They're exploring. Once they come here, these white people from European, especially those YouTubers. Once they're moving around in our cities, they're taking their videos, they're just exploring those people. You find that a very old black man, he saw that white, he start chasing. He's begging, can you give? I'm hungry.
For him, his money, he sees money.
Yeah, he sees money, and he sees like every white person, he can just give you money. To them.
I think it's a mentality issue, and then
they have to change the paradigm shift.
I think yes, we have to. Like I said, we have to change the mindset of our people or back home. It's not only here in South Africa, only in Malawi. It's most of the African countries.
And
they behave that way.
Do you know that thing is also helping to drag us in our poverty? It's dragging us down. And the white people, they take advantage of that. I can assure you, this is a secret. I know most people, they don't know this. But people who have been with white people, they know this. White people, they will never tell their secret to a black person. Even if a black person is there, even if they're shouting each other, you keep on watching them on moves. But whatever you see there on moves, don't think that is the real life they are living.
That's why you call it a movie. It's fiction.
Hey,
It's
my brother, white people once they get angry, you see those here, they stand, their face become red, red, angry, angry, and they will not even tell you the reason. You might see them fighting, but if they want to explain, they will make sure they hide it from you. Even if they know that this guy is very stupid, once a black person is in front of them, they will never tell that this guy is stupid, this one. They will never. They will make sure they hide, they protect, but they have already done a long thing, but they will protect him, not to let you know that he is stupid.
so that's what black people do.
Black people, he is going to humiliate you. Hey, he's going, he's going to humiliate you in front. Especially if they see white, you will show like he is the one is more wise than the others. This is what black people will do, but not white person. That's why you can see that white people, once it comes to the company, and I wonder, this also sometimes it pains me. Once these white people are coming in our African nation, they bring their children, They say, go to that country, and that child is going to meet our president. And that child is going to sit on the table with our president discussing. That one is a lot of disrespect. I see like they don't see value. There's no value.
Do you think is the white? It's not a white problem.
I know it's our problem.
It's
That's why
us. We were taught that. We're raised that way. Most of people were raised that way. Even you. I mean, we just had the privilege to come to SA.
Yeah.
And to learn things, to work with white.
Yeah.
To remove that low self-esteem.
Yeah.
We had the privilege. We just have to thank God for the privilege, because there are people in their life, well, in the villages or men's country, who never shake hand with a white person. So imagine that kind of person, such person, we bring him in South Africa or whatever.
So not South Africa. South Africa, they already know white.
Okay, just
so like Malawi.
We bring him he come from the village, go to the city of Lilongwe, for instance. He meets a white. Imagine the behavior of that person. How is it? It's like he has met Jesus.
He will lose his honor immediately.
You see, when they tell him something, he can bow down anytime.
Not even to tell something, just to say.
Yes, like I said, we had the privilege. We just have to thank God. There are many people didn't get the same privilege as us. You see, so on that situation, I believe is. We just have to re-educate the people, re-education, like teach the people that a white person is just a human being. He's just a person just like you. We are equal. God has created everyone equal. You understand?
Yeah.
Men and women, white and black, Chinese and Pakistanis,
and
Indian and whatever. We have to consider ourselves equal. Perceive your brother equal. Then you'll have more respect than when you think your brother is lower or is higher.
Yeah.
You respect a person when you treat him as equal.
Yes, and one more on that, on addition on that. I'm just gonna give you an example that can also open their mind, like to make them understand what we are talking about. And this example is very simple. It's common, everyone sees this one. I will give you an example of this mad person or a street children, those street beggars who are begging. Let's say if you are walking there and a street beggar he start begging you, do you treat that person as equal to you?
No,
right?
No, we don't treat them like equal, because we always treat them inferior. They have nothing, so I have to help them.
This is the mindset that white people they said, and that thing is on every white community. Everyone knows that. Every white person knows that that if you meet a black person, he will ask you for money. If not money, he will ask you food.
Are they been taught that way?
White people,
Or are they been raised that way?
that it's not right now. It's not even being raised. It's now automatically.
It's automatic.
Before it was being taught to them, but now it's like a culture. Like you know yourself, like it's a culture. You know, culture. You don't need even to be taught. It's already on the community.
So it's like you. It's a system.
It's a system that
You
now,
grow up in a system. You become a system.
you become a system, and no one can eliminate that system. So you see how I told you. You are walking on the street, you meet a black or a white beggar, or let me make an example: a white beggar. That white person is asking you, "How can you give me 5 rand?" Are you going to respect that person? You will take that person like he's someone that needs help, and he's someone that he cannot stand on himself.
Yeah.
So you always
Undermine
them like that.
Judge
them.
You give and you judge maybe this person. You ask yourself many questions. Maybe this
You
person
need the food.
he went to the Sangoma to get a muti.
Yeah,
maybe he got money. Maybe he's on drugs.
Yeah.
Those sequences will be playing in your head
always,
automatically.
Always.
Yeah.
So
understand
most of Africans, they behave like that to a white person. If they see a white person, they don't see like equal with them. They see like someone who can help their problems. Someone that if they cry that I'm hungry, that person is going to.
So those are the mentality that black people. Okay, on the white person, on the white side,
Yeah.
we don't have much problem, and we don't have much we can do. But we have to do something on our black people side. Changing a mindset. Changing a mindset that white person is just like is a human being. We all have same blood. We treat them equal. They respect you. Respect them. They respect you. If they cross the road, then you have to do something.
Everyone have a boundary.
Yes, if they cross the boundaries.
Yeah.
So we just have to change, to shift our mindset, and to educate our people in our school. I think this thing is rooted very.
It's
down.
Deep. This is a very big rock on the mountain. So this and what I will just explain to you, right? This is one of the main root cause. As long as you ask them, you ask someone for help, it means you are already burdened to that person. It's like you are already allow that person to control you. Yeah. That person is you want me to give you this? No, I want it. What if you go and draw water there for me? You think that person will say no? You will say, let me do it. You will take. This is what black people, even our leader, they do.
So how can we change that?
The only thing that we can change is to realize ourselves.
To give value to ourselves.
To give value to ourselves.
To know who we are.
Who we are.
So it's lack of identity. We don't
only, and this was stolen. This was just stolen from us. And this is something that you just need to train the generation. Because for old people, you cannot tell them and let them understand this. But for those people who have already realized this, they just need to raise their generation, their children, being told like this, that don't allow anyone to oppress you. Not to oppress you. If we say oppression, they mean maybe fighting, forcing you. No. White people, they didn't defeat us, like especially for now. It's not about gun. It's here. It's mindset. Like this one I just told you. It's a privilege that someone is using to use you.
So how can you regain that? Our dignity.
It's just to realize yourself. Stop begging and take responsibility. You know you have a problem. Take that thing that's a problem. This thing, how can I solve it? It's hard, but you have to do it. You have to be patient and you have to persevere until you do it.
So we have to focus more on finding solution than focusing on the problem.
On your problem. Just find the solution. I will give you an example. Of course, on this white, I'm still there, but I'm gonna just give you an example. China 30 years ago was also a poorest country.
Worse.
waste, 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 waste. But you know what that Chinese they did? They just go to those developed country and start asking.
They started working.
They started working,
And
the only thing,
they started working. Beside working, they created a system whereby every Chinese, when he goes out, he was working for the government. That's why I call a communist country. The government control. Okay. The government actually control 95% of everything which happening
maybe
to China.
Listen, that people they will see like this, it's very hard for them to do. Understand? People they will see like, it's government again. It's very hard.
Yeah,
this thing that I want to say,
that's the communist.
This thing that I want to say, it has to start from the community at the ground level, and I will explain this idea how Chinese they boost their thing according to my perspective. What the Chinese did, they know that we are poor and there's developed country there. What they need, what they don't have, those ones they have it. But instead of going to start begging them, it means, as I said, if you go and beg, you lose your honor and you allow those people to tell you what to do because you need their help most. So it's easy for them to tell you what to do. But what these people they do, they persevere that struggle and they allow themselves to start solving gradually. And how? Whatever they need, and whatever they are lacking, and those people they have it, they just go and buy that stuff. Why do they buy that stuff? They brought it home. They study. They study that. How did they come up with this? It means they're finding solution. They're not crying to solve their problem, but that's finding the root cause of the problem. Okay, we don't have this, but this one they have this. How did they come up with this? Because and that comes when you realize that we are all human. We are the same. But why is this one they are able to do this and us we are not able to do this? So these people are able to do this and they even make this. What is the secret on this?
How can we make this?
How can we make this?
How can we make it better at a cheaper price?
At a cheaper price. This is what if you go back a little bit, especially 1 decade, you see that there was not 1 decade, maybe 15 years, 1 decade and a half. They were like, this China is copying, copyright. That was the time Chinese, they were boosting, like coming out of poverty. They were taking something from other developed countries that they don't have. They buy it. No one will stop you from buying. Like us, we are allowed to buy most from China, from Europe. We buy their stuff. So once we buy their stuff, let us study. How did they come up with this? Then you find, they come up and ask, how can we do this as well? You can even use the same component, what they're using. They'll call it copyright, but will they stop you from making it?
Yeah, but now that's where comes my the communist thing inside there, because our country, the Chinese people, the government, they made a platform where they allow their people to thrive on that copy thing.
Yeah.
The government allow you, they help you. You understand?
Yeah.
Which African country do you think can do that?
They can do that. They can do that. It's just a matter of how many are doing it.
No, for you to do that, you have to convince people. Have to, even if for me to invest in your company, I have to buy into your idea and your mindset and your goal. I know what you're going. I have to buy. I have to buy in your idea.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So if I cannot buy in your idea, it's gonna be very difficult for me to. So that's why the government is there to help. The government is there to help people start with something.
Now I understand your point now.
Do you understand my point?
Yeah.
Because for you yourself to go to China, you buy something, you come here, you start copying. You need infrastructure. So now the government, they help you to go. You go and bring an idea. For instance, this camera, Canon was making camera in Japan.
Yeah.
They go and buy a Canon camera. They come to China. You understand?
Yeah.
The government help them. They subsidize the government actually have subsidies in most of companies in
Yeah,
China.
yeah.
Like 90% of the company, they're working with government subsidies.
Yeah.
That's why in anything goes out of anything work for the Chinese people, for the Chinese government.
Yeah.
The Chinese government has a say in actually almost everything. That's why it's called a communist country. The president and the government control everyone.
Everyone, even
You understand?
land.
Yes, they are. That's the system of their politics system.
I hear you
You
and I
understand?
understand it. So the government, they have to empower our people as
The
well.
government empower people. To the contrary of our government, I can only talk about the Congolese government, where we have bureaucrats who only cares about their own stomach. They don't want to leave power. They've
Yeah.
been there 30 to 40 years.
Like Uganda.
They work with Mobutu.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about the president first.
Yeah.
They work with the president Mobutu. They work with Laurent Desire Kabila. They work with Joseph Kabila. The same people are working with Tshisekedi.
Yeah.
And those guys, they never brought nothing into the government, into population. They never help with anything. The only thing they do, they get the money, they get salary, they want to raise money for the MPs.
We're gonna go to that.
Yes,
we're gonna go.
That's
to
the thing. Whereby Chinese people, the government, it's controlling everyone, but it's helping everyone. If a Chinese company, I'm gonna give you an example of FAW.
Yeah.
FAW, for you, you think is 1% company. It's a FAO. It's a FAW.
Yeah.
It's a Chinese company. 95% of the share there, maybe they are for the government.
Yeah.
The 5% now they are public or anyone, maybe whatever. So the FAW is here, is representing the Chinese company. That money, we buy FAW cars, and it goes to the Chinese people, the government. It's going to help the government. That's why you saw when they impose the tariff by the American people, it's affecting the government because those money, they're not only for the individual. You understand? That money is also helping the government to do their own thing, building road, building this and this and that.
I also caught something from what you are explaining. So, okay, it means also Chinese government, they were also even inviting foreign companies to come in.
To come where?
To come in their country.
Yeah, but when you go as a Chinese, as a foreign company, now in America, you see, let me explain something. There is a difference between this form of government. We are like South Africa. It's a capitalist company. Where anyone can come and invest like a foreigner. You just go. As long as you follow regulation, you can have a company, you employ the people as long as you follow the rules and law. Anyone can thrive. That's why they call America the greatest economy in the world. Because it's a free market. It's a capitalist. Only the clever one and the strong one can use others on their own benefit. And then we have the oligarchy, like Putin, whereby there is only maybe 100 people who are most richest people in the whole country. Those are people who are working with the president. Those people are controlling every single thing.
That one who buy chess.
Abramovich is an oligarch. There are many. There can be maybe 1,000, and those people, they go and see the president anytime. Because those are
those are the one controlling
they control the economy. All the big businesses, they call them oligarch. You understand? Beside them, other people can also have small money, living properly. But now we go to the Chinese. It's a communist. Understand? A communist company, the government has the monopoly of everything. So now, if Facebook today wanna go to China, the Chinese people will tell Facebook, okay, Facebook, you want to come to China, we're going to get 50% from your company.
This is what is happening. Like TikTok is from China, right? Now, TikTok was there in America. You see what Donald Trump said? He said, no, we need to own part of TikTok.
They own the whole thing now.
Now they own the whole thing. I'm going to
explain to you why they own the whole thing. Because, let me explain first before we go there. If Facebook go to China, they wanna have Facebook.
Yeah.
China. Mark Zuckerberg. Okay, I wanna have. I want Chinese people to use Facebook.
Facebook. Yeah.
They will say, okay, good. We wanna have a say. I wanna have a control over the data
Yes.
because data is the key.
Yes.
We want to control data. We want to influence some what we call some policy of the company.
Our company.
And we want to own maybe 40%.
Yeah.
So in a capitalist country, it doesn't work. But in a communist country, the government must have a part of your company. Whatever company
you start,
that's why it's difficult to start a company in China. You can, unless if you're Chinese.
It's very,
but
very
you can
hard.
go today and start a company in the United States of America.
Yeah.
On the TikTok part, according to the American people, TikTok was spying on the American people. Understand?
You know, TikTok was dangerous.
TikTok was spying.
Mm.
The TikTok is collecting data. Remember when we are on TikTok, TikTok have our data. When you are on TikTok, they know your name, they know your address, they know your family, they know everyone that you interact with the house. You understand? So those data were shared with the Chinese people.
Yeah.
So Donald Trump, when they wanted to ban it forever.
Yeah.
In America, because TikTok.
And most people they don't see that.
People, no, you know that? People don't see that because it's knowledge and what they say.
They say it's only entertainment.
Perish because of lack of knowledge. Yes. We just use, but we don't know that our data today they are all over the internet. Donald Trump said to the Congress, the Parliament, okay, instead of banning, let us have a deal.
Yeah.
Do you know who negotiated the deal? It's Donald Trump and the Chinese government. Remember in the trade war, there was a TikTok deal.
Yes.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
So the government of China helped negotiate TikTok deal with the government of the United States. Which means the CEO of TikTok is just a puppet.
It's just a puppet.
It's just a puppet. The person who's owning TikTok is the Chinese government. They have all our data. Once you're on TikTok there, they know where you are. And once somebody got your data, it can controlling you.
He can even do anything to you what you want at any time.
That's why Donald Trump said, no, we're gonna buy this. That's why they had to.
And people they accuse him. They people who doesn't see this. The
dictator. Yeah. No, the thing is, we people would like to judge before even we read, before we learn something. Before even you do some research and stuff. That's why when you listen to the news, don't only take the news.
I don't rely on news anymore.
Go and do your own research and find out why. Ask the question, why does he do this?
And since I started trying to figure out how these things work,
how Donald Trump is operating.
I find out that many things, this mainstream media that most people they trust,
it's propaganda.
It's propaganda. It's full of lies.
Propaganda. Because
I'm not saying they mustn't listen. They have to listen to it, and the truth they have to think and try to find the truth.
Yes,
they will see it.
They'll be set free. I used to listen to propaganda so much. I watch news so much. I listen to news, and not only one outlet. Many outlets. Then I compare them. Then I go to Twitter. My first my best source of news.
Right now, myself, my best source of news is no longer Twitter. It's no longer Facebook. It's just YouTube. If you watch YouTube, you will see the deep insight where it comes from. I know it's very hard to get it from YouTube, but as long as you start trying to find out, you see, it's algorithm. It starts giving you what you are watching every day.
It's a logarithm. Algorithm.
Yes. So it starts giving you like this war for Russia and before I go there, let me continue this. I want also we have been talking about white people. We were just talking on how white people brainwash us. But I want also to say this. According to the situation of our African country right now, I think we still need white people. Why I said so, especially for our countries that are underdeveloped. we still need white people. You know, all these things that I have said, like we need to start valuing ourselves on our own. We cannot manage to start valuing ourselves because it's like there's no one that we can look upon, you know. But how are we going to start realizing this? I'm gonna give you example on myself. For me to realize all these things that I'm speaking right now is because I've been with white people and I saw them how they operate, how they do their thing. Is when also through them is when I come up like to realize that oh, so this is where we make our mistakes. So for many of us to realize we need white people, even to develop our country, we need white people. White. If I say white people, I don't mean European. I mean everyone who's above us. Everyone who's above us is Asia, Europe, and all these Western countries. That one above us, especially with the white skin. That one above us. They are clever than us, and their country are developed.
On that one, I disagree.
They are not
It's not about being clever than
okay.
us.
I just wanna finish quickly.
It's not about being clever than us. They just
That's smart.
not smart. They got the information.
They got the information.
Information is key.
Yes.
Because information is power.
Yeah.
Like I said, the Bible says in Proverbs that my people perish because of lack of knowledge. We read, but we don't understand why Solomon said that. Because knowledge is power.
Yeah.
When you know something, you control. You understand?
Yeah.
When I know something which I don't know, it's easy to manipulate.
Yeah.
You understand? So we don't focus on reading books. We don't focus on acquiring knowledge.
Civic education.
Yes. We only focus on what they are telling us. We go to school. 1 + 1 equals
that
to
is
1.
Also that is
2 + 1 equal 2 plus equal to 3. But we don't want to go deep and find why they say this, how they say this.
Yeah. So okay. Thank you for that correction. I think I was just saying like to go on this kind to realize why I'm trying to support the point that I'm trying to say.
We need white.
We need white. Yeah. So like we do right now. Of course, we have already spoken like how we need to pull up ourselves to start like these people that are beating us because of we don't have the same information that they have. Yeah, but how are we going to figure it out on our own?
Okay,
it's gonna be a little bit tough. So we might need them. Like let us stay with them. Let us develop together. Then let us develop together. Then we'll start knowing them because you can only know your enemy once you are closer to them. Otherwise, if he's far from you, you will not know his weaknesses.
On my opinion, this is my only opinion.
Yeah,
it's only my opinion. We need each other, not only white.
Yeah,
we need each other. I need you. I need the Zulu guy.
Yeah,
I need the Zimbabwean. Everyone is important. Like I said, we need to treat each and everybody with dignity and equal, with respect. We don't need only white people.
Yeah,
white people also they need us.
They need us most as well.
We don't need to fight, but to develop our people,
yes,
we need to be self-sustainable.
Self-sustainable.
We need to sustain ourselves. We don't need to depend. We don't need to depend on anyone. You gave me a proper example of Chinese.
Yeah. Like on this.
Remember, we don't need to rely on white people because the day they decide they close it, where are you gonna survive?
Yes.
How are you gonna do it?
My point is not on to rely on them. My point, you know how South Africa, the way we are living right now. Right now, even if white people they can leave South Africa will survive. Why I'm saying this? South Africa, they have reached that, they have that mind, they have that information that any corner, like any trick that they can use to go up there, they know.
Mhm.
And
Why is that?
why is that? It's because they have been with these people for a long time, you know. So it's like they learn their secrets on how they develop themselves. They're not begging them. What I'm trying to say, it's not to beg. That point of begging will already crash it. What I'm trying to say that it's like these people, they have resources. We don't have the resources.
We do have the resources. That's why I said
we
do have the resources.
We do have the resources.
They need our resources more than we do want their resources.
The resources that I'm talking about right now is information.
Information is there. It's up to us to acquire it. We are lazy.
How are we gonna use it? How are we gonna use it?
How many times do you read a book? How many people have seen go to the library since black people? I mean, how many black people have you seen to go to the library and read books? How many? But when you go to the mall, go to the restaurant outside, you see how many white people with books.
How many?
Everyone is reading a book. When you go to the cafe,
even news,
they read books.
Yeah.
You know
even a small one.
They read books. They read books because the proper information is in the books. It's hidden there.
Yeah.
The black community, what we do, we're so lazy. If I give you, I can tell you the truth. I never signed my contract. I went to sign a contract with you.
Yeah.
We have been given a contract.
No one
has ever read the contract. Why? Because we're so lazy. We just accept. No one took even 1 hour to read. If we ask every workers in the company, no one has ever read the contract. No one knows nothing. Everything is hidden there. So it's easy to manipulate you. That's why you see sometimes they change the rules. They come and say papa, and no one argue because we don't know what's really in the contracts. What's really for us and what is not for us. We just do and live just like Chancey, I'm gonna tell you that we have to start reading books.
Yeah.
The key to change everything. Your kids, they can go to school, buy books, give them books at the younger age.
Yes.
At the younger age, give them books. They can start with fictions because fiction is nice for kids. After fiction, once they get used, because you need to develop an habit of reading books. It's not easy for you to wake up today start reading books. Kids, they can develop that habit very easy. So the kids have to develop the habit of reading books, fiction and stuff. Then they can transition from fiction to reality, and stories and stuff like that. That's why they get knowledge. Once you have knowledge, you can do something. We are being told everything that we do, and we don't argue because we don't have the knowledge.
Yeah.
So the knowledge, we have the resources, which are in the knowledge.
We don't have a knowledge. We have resources, but
we don't have we just need the knowledge and the system. And who create the system?
Is this why they say?
No, I mean in our country.
In our country.
Who create the system? Who can create the system? Who created the Chinese system?
It's the
Chinese people, government.
Create our own.
We need the government to stand. A government in South Africa, they created a system. We can talk about white, black, but they created a system to allow people to thrive. It's a capitalist country.
Yeah.
Everyone who complain, it can be black or white. I know the privilege are not the same. Maybe the advantage is the white skin, but everyone has the opportunity to thrive in this country. I'm gonna give you an example. Somalians, they come from their country. They just come from their country.
Yeah.
With maybe 5,000, 10,000, whatever. They come here, they start business.
Somalian.
They start business. They not only Bangladesh, Somalian, and Ethiopians.
Yeah, Ethiopians.
They are one of the richest communities now.
Here in South Africa.
Why? Because they
and they're being respected.
Yeah, they came with a system. What the system? Starting business. You can't start a business in any country. They come here in Somalia or whatever where they come from. They come here. They fund the system which has been laid down,
Yeah.
prepared for them by the government.
Yes.
The government prepared for them the system. The countries made the system easy for them and possible for them. They come, they open a shop, they have a bank where they can store their money, put their money. They work, they work, they work, and what they do best is that they pay their cousin, brothers, and sister who comes after them. They introduce them. Use this one. Use this, and all of them are having shops.
And
Shop. This is how people can develop. They fund this. You create a system, and we all get to use the same system. But in my country, in your country, there are no system. System can change anytime.
What do you think can be the problem?
The problem now is not about education here. This one. The problem is such a system which has been created.
Me, I see like it's being coward.
On which way?
Our government, they don't want to implement like the system that we are talking about because of the force behind. Like they're scared. Like if we do this, someone might eliminate me because this group will not like it.
Do you think? So what do we need in Africa?
We need it.
What do we need in Africa to change that mentality of this one's gonna eliminate that that cowardness?
You just need to stand up. You don't need to be scared. Something like this, according to me, you just need to tell the public.
The public.
Yeah. You say like this. You tell people, we want to do this for our country. It's going to benefit us in this. But this is what we need. So it's like you ask them again, is it good or bad? They'll say publicly, right? It's good, but it's good. This is what we want to do. But we are receiving threats from, we just need to point from this or from this country, from this country, from this country. Because they don't want us to do this.
I think it's
like that. The burden is not on you alone. If they want to kill the people in the country, they know.
You see, you need strong leaders.
Yes, that's why I say we need the strong leaders.
You need strong leaders. Besides care, you need the patriotic
leaders.
You need a patriot.
Before that, let us stop there because that is a topic on its own. You would like us to continue that topic now?
Anything we can talk about anything.
Maybe to America. What kind of mind Africa could have, and what paradigm shift that we need to. We have already. I have to mark this thing. We have talked a lot. My pen is finished. We have discussed a lot, but I want to reach that. If we want to talk about politics, that's West African. Okay, let me start like this. Let us continue with that.
You see, in Africa, I don't even know which system we are using in Africa. Remember, I described the three system of government here.
Hey, you know this.
What are we using in Malawi or in Congo or in Zimbabwe? Which kind of
system
are we using? Are we in which?
Let me tell you something. This is also one of the root cause of our poverty.
Because we don't really know. We don't know what we're doing.
Hey, the thing, whatever we're using is a copyright. We just copy and
we call it a democracy.
Hey,
but
we don't know how.
We don't know. See, to be a democratic country, it requires many things. Although it comes with a price for a country to be democratic, but it requires many things. It requires strong amendment, and not only constitution. A constitution can be changed, but an amendment
Yes.
can never be changed.
Can never be.
That's the difference.
That's
A constitution can be changed anytime. But for instance, the American people, they've got the First and the Second Amendment, where there is a free speech, everyone has a
Every
right,
say.
every say, whatever. All those things, those are amendments. Those are the right of each and every American person.
And
But in Africa, we deal with constitution. The constitution, a president can wake up today and say, listen, guys, uh, I've served for 5 years. I would like to serve again for 5, to make it 10 or 15 years, whatever, to change. Let's change from 5 to 10 years now.
you know,
A term.
you know, my brother.
We
man.
change it.
We change.
That's the constitution, because he's the president.
You know, my brother, man. The only thing that I see, democracy started in America.
Mm.
It's Americans who started this democracy. That's the ones they know it better. They started democracy the way they were living by then, and they took democracy and imposed
To
on other people.
Mm.
They think that they know it. And if you look at it, the way we practice our democracy and the way they practice they want us to practice our democracy, it's different. Why I'm saying so? In America, a police officer is allowed to shoot you. But in our country, if a police person shoots you, they say, is there a democracy? You know? So the kind of democracy that they want us to practice and the kind of democracy that they practice, they want it to be different. The kind of democracy that they are practicing is helping them to develop. But the kind of democracy that they want us to practice is dragging us down. Why? Because we don't know where if we are doing wrong or we are doing right, because it's something that we don't know. The only thing that myself as Africans that we need to do is this. We have to take this democracy and put aside.
And live in a dictatorship.
No. Let me finish. You know, if for you to know dictatorship is also these people who talked about it. But I want us to make something that you are living with it. Something that we are already living with it. So take this democracy, put it aside. How we go back to our ancestors, we go back to our histories. How our ancestors, they were living, how they controlling each other. What ways were they using it?
I think they were living in a kingdoms and
in a kingdom.
Monarch.
Hey. So if they were living like that, and how they were managing to do everything. So if they were living like that, we have to take that, because that is the thing that we know.
But remember, monarch in a kingdom, the king, as they say, he can kill you, he can shoot you, he can,
but democracy,
he can take your land.
This is what the Democrats are doing there in America. They are killing people more.
Wow.
In America.
How?
Let's say you are drunk, and the police officer is stopping you. Hey, stop! You are drunk, Moses. What are you saying? The police officer says, stop touching your pocket, hands up. And they say, then they shoot you.
Yeah, but remember now, let me explain. I do understand what you say here. For a democracy to work, a pure democracy to work, first of all, the only country in Africa which is a democratic country in Africa is only South Africa.
It's only
whereby in a democratic country, there are things that you can do that in a dictatorship country cannot do. For instance, I can take anyone to court today if you do something wrong to me, even a policeman, anyone, even a president, I can take him to court.
Okay.
You understand? Here in South Africa,
yeah,
you can take anyone to court. You understand? In a democratic country, there is three forms of government. The government, three forms of government body.
Yeah,
and which means a government power: executive, a legislative, and judiciary. You understand? There must be a balance. Checks. Those three branches got the checks and balances.
Yeah.
You understand? The legislative, they make a law. You understand?
Yes.
This one,
judiciary, they enforce.
They enforce the law.
Yeah.
and the executive execute it.
They execute it. Yes.
You understand?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give you the example of America. You say somebody a policeman can kill, can
Yeah.
shoot. I want to give you the example of George Floyd.
Yeah.
And you know George Floyd,
Yes, I know the one that he was
Black
killed
Lives
by.
Matter.
Yeah, yeah.
That guy was killed by who?
By a white person.
Oh, a policeman.
Yes.
Where is he?
He's in prison now.
Why is he in prison?
Because he killed the person.
But
On that,
I wanna finish.
Yeah. Okay.
Let me allow me to finish.
Yeah, yeah.
So in America today, when a police person, a law enforcement stop you on the road, just have to comply. Understand? They stop. Even in South Africa, they say,
Everywhere
well,
actually.
you have to comply. They say to you, listen, stop. Maybe you saw something suspicious.
Yeah.
He says, stop. You just have to stop. And then allow him to come and check you, then let you go. But he comes to you, you're drunk. He says, stop. Drinking and driving I mean, you are breaking the law.
It's not only you are breaking the law, you are endangering others.
And others. So they say to you, stop. You don't want to stop. Stop. You don't want to stop. And then maybe you touch your pocket, whatever. He has the right to shoot. He has the right. That's now. It's now. Remember, he has the right to shoot. And then because he can defend himself.
Yes.
That he was touching his pocket.
Like
I was afraid that he has a weapon. Or maybe he's a drug dealer or whatever. He had drugs in his car, especially if they find it. That's why he wanted to run. That's why we shot. That's it's bad. If Donald Trump today, we decide, okay, he's gonna do something, the Democratic Party, they will take him to court.
Yes.
And then the judge will rule, maybe against the president.
Yeah.
Anything can be challenged. And then once you challenge the president, once the judge decide, you understand? Huh? There is a lower court, a appeal court, and all those many. There are many. Yeah. So once the first judge decide, you can take it to appeal. The appeal court can decide. You can still take it to the Supreme Court.
Yeah.
The Supreme Court is the last top level. Understand?
Yes.
So that's the democracy. So democracy, for it to work, you must have those three branch of government. Those one, they must check and balance itself. Okay. That's why America is the greatest democracy. South Africa, it's the same thing. Anything happen, you can take it to the parliament. You know the corners.
Yeah.
Anything, they expose him.
You know,
Malema, you always speak the truth.
Yeah, you know what I...
Can you speak like that in Malawi?
Malawi, you can speak it. Now Malawi, you can speak anything
against the government.
You can even insert a president there.
Really?
Right now.
Yo, Malawi is good then. Actually, I praise people from Malawi, but in Congo, I don't know in Congo which form of government we use, because the president in Congo is a supreme leader.
The supreme leader.
It can decide anything. It can put anyone in jail. It can change. It can even. It can. It can do many things.
I had the point that before. You know, whatever you explained. My question, it comes with a provocation, and that provocation you have already spelled it. And one more, we were also talking about on how we can stand on our own, and also how we can improve on our own, right? So, if I may ask and also appeal, is it good? This is also it comes like a question. What if the way our sisters, they were ruling each other? Yeah, they were the way they were controlling each other, like the system, that the way they were using it. What if we take their system and we look at we take their system, the way they were doing it, and put it there and look at it. They were doing like this, and start shaking. Take whatever doesn't suit us at this century. Take whatever that doesn't suit us at this century. Remove with everything that we see like this for it's not allowed. This is not allowed. This is not allowed. Then we take something that is going to help us. But there need to be power there that will not allow anyone like just to have a kind of a system that we know that is suiting us
As
as African, because this thing of democracy
it's not
is
working.
not working for us.
I do understand democracy is not working,
Yeah.
to all African countries.
Yes.
But it's working in South Africa.
Yeah, it's working in South Africa. But look at South Africa now. We don't need to talk too much deep here in South Africa. But we are here, we see everything. Sometimes we are at the ground.
When we're talking about working, I believe it's still better far from Nigeria. Remember, Nigeria is the biggest is the biggest GDP is the biggest GDP
but
in
Africa.
Africa.
Beat Africa, South Africa.
What I'm saying.
Why?
Why they do that?
What I'm trying to say, it's not about of course it also involves economy, but this is politically. You know, there's something that is
You
happening.
cannot fix economy if the politics is not well.
So
the politics, for the economy to work well, the politics has to be stable.
Okay, we have also to look about the security of the community. You know, we have to look at the security of the community, how people are secured in the country.
Yes, as I said at the beginning, that democracy comes with a price.
Yes.
Because remember, when there is a democracy, I can kill you today. I go to court, they give me bail.
You see.
You understand? And then I go kill somebody else. I can have 100 murders, but I still getting bail.
You see.
Whereby in a country like yours, in a country like Zambia, you don't get bail.
You can't kill someone
and you survive. You understand? I said it. Everything comes with price. You understand? Everything has a price to pay. You have to pay. The price of a democracy, it's insanity. Because in all democracy there is insanity. People don't have shame.
Yeah.
Some people don't have shame. Some people do whatever they do.
Yeah.
Because I won't really say shame, but I said some people are free to do anything they wanna do.
Like
you can work in a democracy country. You can walk naked.
Free world, like you say, free
you
world.
can walk naked. Whereby in your Malawi you can walk naked.
You can't. You play with the fire.
Yes. You understand. Democracy comes with a price.
Yeah.
And that price usually is insanity. I'm telling you.
That's why you know, and that insanity, especially for us Africans, we don't allow
it's that. Against the value of an African person.
That's why I said, how can we make something that is going to suit us better? This democracy should be here, but let us try uproot, weed everything that we see that our community, our culture doesn't need it.
I think in Africa we need balance of everything. Not too much, not too little. We need balance. If we can be able to balance the dictatorship side and the democratic side, and then we find ourselves in the middle.
This is what
find a common ground. Then Africa will be good.
Then how are we going to come up with a common? It's by deciding, taking what is happening, like the way our ancestors they were doing, and we see democracy.
That will never work again, because our ancestors, they were living in oppression. As much as we can praise how the king
beside that.
They were living in oppression. Only the king was allowed to have good women.
Okay, let us take that one dictator that we just mentioned, and this we know in dictator there's something that is good and there's something that is beyond.
Yes, let me explain now. What is happening in Africa? We need common sense, dictatorship of common sense.
Yeah.
I'm gonna explain to you the story, what is happening in West Africa.
Yes, like Benin, whatever.
Benin or all those countries who are revolting themselves.
Yeah.
To take power, generals.
Yes.
The easy example I can give you is for the general. What do you call it? For the
Captain Ibrahim
Traore. You understand? That's the only from Ouagadougou, Burkina Faso.
Burkina Faso. Yeah.
You see the captain, what he did to his country.
Yeah.
He goes like this, right?
It's brilliant.
It's brilliant. But at some point, he has to find the balance. What is the balance I'm talking about?
You have to put
you don't have to put anyone. You just have to organize the election and go.
Go.
You understand?
Yes.
He saved 5 years.
Yeah.
or 5 years or 6 years, because now they are living in martial law.
I like that.
They are
I like
living
that.
in martial law.
Yeah, martial law. Yes.
Martial law, whereby the army and the president control almost everything.
I wanted, on addition to that, before this point goes, you know the way they are living, right?
Mm.
You know the way their systems are engaging with Traore. As you said, let him engage in election. Then the other one who will come, you have to with that one.
That is
And
the
this
way.
is how this system can be.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said
Can be created, can be innovated.
What he did, nah? You see the story of we must all learn from South Africa. Mandela, what he did, he came to power 5 years. He created a system.
Yeah.
And after 5 years, you know what he did? He said, I'm not going again to the election. For me, I'm done. Understand? My journey ends here.
Yeah.
They organize election. Now they start following the system.
The system.
Yeah. You understand?
Yeah.
You know who you become? You become a hero. Because
I think Traore, that boy is smart. He's gonna do it.
Let's see. Once he does that, Ouagadougou will be unbeatable. Because now there is people who are opposition.
Yes.
The opposition.
Yeah.
They want election, blah blah blah. Because now they're living in martial law.
Yeah.
Whereby the president, it was a coup d'etat.
Yeah.
It was a coup d'etat.
Yeah. It was just a coup, that one.
It is a coup d'etat. Yeah. It was a coup d'etat. So now Traore as a president now, he has to, the same way is working. He's working properly. Né?
Yeah.
He's implementing stuff. The government is controlling everything. And this is kind of not authoritarian, not dictatorship.
Yeah.
But that's the kind of what can I call it?
It will have a name later.
Yes.
I'm telling you.
Not a communist country, but the president, when he control everything, there were projects where 100 million were going because of they control everything. Now it's 20 million going. They're saving 80 million. You understand? That's how you develop the country.
Maybe I think that is the system. Maybe in short, let us say for some of the things that we were trying to say, like that kind of system, you know, is suiting Africans.
That's a system. But how many people are willing? Now the tricky part is that many people came to power as revolutionary.
Yes.
They came to power. I can tell you many in Africa. I can tell you many. You just have to go and read this guy, Thomas Sankara, what he said.
Thomas Sankara.
He used to be the president of Burkina Faso, where this guy is Traore. Thomas Sankara was a very brilliant president. Just go and read what he said.
Yeah.
About African people.
I will go.
We really don't need that deep democracy.
Yeah.
We also don't need dictatorship.
Yes.
We just need to find a balance.
And especially at this century that we are right now, according to let me say, according to information that the knowledge that people they have now, I don't even think like deep dictatorship will be allowed. It will not be allowed.
It is allowed in many countries.
It is allowed, but it's not being done on that thing like it was done during the past, you know.
What do you mean?
You know, dictatorship, it was much worse.
Let me say,
you see that one for Hitler?
It was a dictatorship, but Hitler was just an evil person.
It was a dictator.
No, he was just an evil person. I can talk about dictatorship. Yeah, you kind of right, because dictatorship I can talk about the former, our late president Mobutu. He was a dictator. A dictator, the dictator, most of them they become narcissist, authoritarian. They become chronic of power.
Yeah.
They want everything to be evolved around them. That's what happened to dictatorship. A dictator is somebody who wants to be worshipped. When he's passing, everyone is bowing down. When he's passing, everyone is putting their clothes down. People can do whatever.
That is no longer needed.
That is the dictatorship that were in those times of Mobutu, because everyone had to sing a song for
dance for him.
Dance. And the other guy, you know, Idi Amin Dada.
Idi Amin. That one from Uganda.
Yes.
I know you.
You understand the story? When he says something, everyone else to follow. But for now, Traore, if he can stay for 5 years, you organize a fair election.
That guy is going to do that.
If he does
I
that,
believe him.
If he does that, Burkina Faso, if he does that, he become the hero. He will go down as one of the greatest
person
in the world.
Not only that, you are going to introduce another system of government in Africa.
But it's very difficult in Africa because you've got people in his ears. That's what's happening in Africa. People in your ears, they're telling you, no, you can't do that. If you leave this one, where are we gonna go? Do you know the president of Cameroon? Cameroon.
This old madam.
Paul Biya. Do you think he's enjoying being a president?
No.
Do you know the president
is too much?
Do you know the president of Uganda?
Museveni.
Do you think he's still enjoying being a president? No. But why are they still president?
One more thing that
the things in their ears. Now it's 40 years.
One more thing that I want us to talk about.
You can cut this part.
Close our windows.
It's a motorbike.
No, these people are fixing their car. One thing that I want us to talk. You know, as you are men, as you are men, head of the family.
Now, are we done with the topic of the president and stuff, the country? Because I wanted to talk about.
Finish.
I wanted to say something.
Yeah, finish.
When we come to, because we haven't spoken about my country also.
Yeah.
We know the situation which is happening in my country.
That one is a topic here. That's why I kept it.
Okay, so if it's a topic on your own, I also and your country, I also have something to talk about the country, and then I also have something to talk about why Africa is not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Why education, not school education, knowledge is really needed in Africa because we lack knowledge.
Yeah.
In Africa, for instance, we go to vote with our heart instead of voting with our head.
Remember? We're using
emotions. How are you gonna get it right when you're using emotion? Instead of voting with our heart. Okay, let's talk about. I'm gonna give you an example. Why Africa? Africa, we still have a lot of things to fix.
Too much.
We are very far. We need
far behind.
We need people can change. We need a drastic change in every country. We kick the president out. A person who comes there, he only does 5 years and go. But he has to be able to change. Like my country, we had the president Laurent Desire Kabila. When he came, it changed things. You don't pee on the road. If you pee on the road, you get whipped.
That one,
you don't do this.
Not bad. That thing is not bad.
Wait, that he wasn't killing people.
Yeah.
But if you don't respect people, you just swear on the road, you get whipped. People change. You steal, you get whipped. You understand?
Yeah.
You do something wrong, you get whipped. And people change the mentality. The problem is the mentality of people have to be changed. You can't change the mentality with democracy sometimes.
No.
You change it with modernized dictatorship.
You know, democracy, it doesn't mean you have to do fast things. Democracy, it doesn't mean you need to stay, you need to surround you. It doesn't allow you to stay in a dirty place. That is not a democracy. You can see our town. Now let us just dive in that. If you go there in Malawi, I don't like it. If you go there in Malawi, you see our city. I already talked about this on the past videos, but now we have just brought it out. We can talk. If you go in our cities, you find the cities are very, very dirty. Sometimes you are not even ashamed. Sometimes are you not ashamed of yourself? Like what you are what is happening? You like it too much.
Okay, is there any bin?
The bin, you know what?
Is there any bin on this? Is there any bin on the street in Malawi?
They're there. Like most of the disease.
Everywhere.
I cannot say everywhere. I cannot say everywhere. But if you have this mind that this thing I cannot just throw anyhow, you will think of making those beans. Beans are there, but I'm giving you
How many beans? Because I can guarantee if we go outside here as we're walking,
you find
how many beans?
These are many.
So sometimes it's not about the people.
It's the government. Now what I say like this, I don't say people. I say government, but people also contribute to it.
That's why you need the drastic change. That's why you need somebody who can teach the people, don't do this. If you do it, you get whipped.
Yes, people, they just need to know that this thing you are doing is not
wrong.
right.
Once they do it once, and then mentality shift and change straight away.
Instead, there's another bridge that they just built there in Malawi, in a city center. You know what they do? They open that bridge to the public that people they can start using. The next day what people they did, they go there and lay their cloth and start selling there. That is the road. Cars are passing and you are opening, it's not a shop, and you are lying your clothes. You say,
how many markets are in Malawi? Is there any market around there?
What I'm saying is a Lilongwe city center.
Okay, is there?
So it means there is a market where people, this thing needs to go, where they can lay out this.
But okay, what you're talking about is not only in Africa. I believe you're watching YouTube. The people are going, Malawian, Congolese, Burkina Faso people, Cameroon people from West Africa, especially them. They're going to Italy, they're going to France to look for a better life. You know what they do, most of them? I don't know if you're watching YouTube. They're selling outside also. They'll put their own thing, they start selling, then the police will come.
They
run away.
But there they don't, the police doesn't even chase them.
Who's the problem now?
Hey, that's why I say the problem is the government.
Yeah.
You see, you can say yourself that those people, they know they're not allowed.
Those people, they run away when the police come in France.
They run away.
They take their thing, they start running away.
But
in Congo, we call it marché pirate.
But there in our country, they don't run away. Police can even come and start buying from you.
Because it's for the system.
This is the thing that needs to be changed. And once they're eating, they will leave their plastic papers. Let's say they're eating sugar cane, you'll be all over.
Yeah, in all the shops, in every shop in South Africa, there is a bin. Here in South Africa, in every shop, there is a bin.
You can talk.
Even a fool, when you buy something, you eat, you throw it in a bin. You understand?
Malawi, they have a very nice beaches. Lake Malawi, number one. But if you go to our beaches, they are very dirty. You see a lot of plastic. There are swamps there. Even smelling. No one is even thinking like, this thing is not looking good, man.
It's not only Malawi. It's the government. The government, our authorities in our country, they don't do what they're supposed to, what they are elected to do. When we go to the poll, elect a government, we expect the government to deliver. You understand? We expect the government to wait for us, the people.
Yes.
A government must be for the people, elected by the people.
Yeah. For the people.
It's for the people. They work for us. You understand? Even the president must be for the people, elected by the people. You understand? But what's happening in Africa is that.
Finish, I want to ask you something.
Yes. In Africa, what is happening is that we go, as the people, we have got a problem.
Yeah.
We are voting with our heart. It's either tribalism or maybe anger.
Emotions, yeah.
Emotions. But the first one is tribalism. Because of your certain ethnicity, or maybe because what I'm talking about is also happening in my country. Not only my country, all over Africa.
In my life.
You understand? Even in South Africa, it happened because a Zulu people, it's rare to vote a DA. You understand? It's gonna vote Zuma because it's Zulu. But in my country, it's rooted bad, whereby a certain tribe, no matter what, is gonna they're gonna vote 100%.
And we cannot even compare too much with South Africa. South Africa people are wise.
Why sometimes they vote with their minds?
Yes,
they've been educated.
Yes,
us, we vote with our heart.
Because if we
Because-
compare them with South Africa, it's like we are also supporting them. That even in South Africa, it's happening. Yes, not even.
No, I
common
think
that-
it's a smaller percentage. But
Yeah.
in my Congo, when a president, when somebody is from Katanga, ne,
yeah,
95% of Katanga,
They will
the
vote
Katanga
for
people,
that
they
person.
vote for him, not knowing what you're voting for. Because I vote for my life to be better. You understand? For the government, for the president or whatever, a councillor to implement something new, change. You understand?
on
We go vote with arts.
yeah,
We go vote with our stomach only.
on
Because
that,
you're angry, because of a t-shirt,
yeah,
because of a
because they
pub
give
or
you,
something like that. Instead of voting with your brain, you say, okay, this person, if I vote him, what has he done before he comes to politics?
yeah.
What has he accomplished? Somebody who never accomplished anything. Do you think he's gonna come there? Somebody never managed. He never been a manager even for a small store.
Imagine, especially that, just only that.
You need to be
Once
a
you-
manager. You need
once
to
you-
know how to manage before you can manage a big
A
country.
big country. I also say something like this. If you watch my previous video, this information is already there. I say once you are selecting a reader, you don't just select a reader. You don't select a reader with emotion. You select a reader with you look at what he have achieved on his life and what he have been going through and what he have achieved, especially what he have achieved. You know, if you look at someone, he have never done anything on himself, he have never achieved anything on himself. What do you think this guy can achieve for the country? Nothing.
Nothing.
Then look what he have. That thing that have an impact on that country.
It doesn't have even a house.
A house.
He's gonna start to build his own house.
His own house.
He's gonna start to build his. I mean, he never buy himself an iPhone.
An iPhone.
He
Imagine.
look for Dubai.
You
iPhone
never
for
even
this
have
family.
a single company that you have managed. Like he started this company on scratch.
It doesn't
He
matter.
built it. Now you can see the story that this guy, he built this company from scratch and it has grown to reach this level. This guy is able to take this country from where we are and put somewhere based on reality that you can see it, not the lies, the propaganda that they give to you.
I know people always say he can never he can never govern himself.
Yeah,
They're gonna help him, but the brain, it's him. You understand? We can talk about America. Who is the brain? It's Donald Trump.
Why Donald Trump, if he made a decision and this thing is not right, why many people they listen to him? They don't look on his voice, they look on his achievement.
Yes, sir.
What that guy have done? Oh, you have done this. Donald Trump is proud of himself right now that I make a deal. Where? How did you know that Donald make a deal?
We know many deals.
You know many deals because he built New York. You build a lot.
You can also read this book, The Art of the Deal. You see, how many golf course he has done. How many mentioned and the Trump Tower. Have you seen the Trump Tower? Have you seen the many things that he built?
Done it many a lot. You can see on this kind of achievement.
And Mar-a-Lago, check Mar-a-Lago, his house. He bought that house for, I think, according to what they say, he bought it maybe for 10 million. But now that thing is worth more than 800 million or close to 1 billion.
And you can just see on whatever you have built, there's a patriotic on it.
He love it.
He love it.
You must
he love the country. You know, for you to build like what Donald did, for you to build, it means you like that country.
Yeah. Man, but I believe in our Africa, we can be patriot. We love our country, but we are
we are not patriotic. We are patriotic by word.
No, but I know. I think there is 3 factors which are happening in Africa. The first one, it's we vote. Like I said, we vote with our
anger
because I'm angry. I don't want this one. The second one, I believe, is that we are uninformed.
You don't have
information of the candidate.
Like we don't not the information to get the information of the candidate is very easy. It's only that
we don't want to be informed the most. We
the thing that we don't know the characteristic of a leader. It's like we don't. On my last video, I said, if you are choosing a leader, you need to know first what do you want in that country that need to be achieved. Once you know that as we need this, we need this, we need that, then you select. You took those things and you put on the leaders that you wanted to choose. Can this, what is the characteristic of this person? Can this person do this? Now we are looking on his leadership style now. Can this achieve what we need?
He never managed even a small barber shop.
Then don't take him. You already start eliminating.
The third one is the most important. What is killing our country? Understand?
Yeah.
The bureaucratic system. I'm gonna explain.
Yeah.
In all this country that you see, there is what they call the bureaucrat. Bureaucrat is the people who have been in the government for a long time.
Now long people they know everything.
Those people, they've designed the system to work for them, for their own benefit. Those people are there in Malawi, they are there everywhere in our countries. That's why our countries needs a drastic change. What the guy in Ouagadougou did. What he did. You remove everyone.
Put the fresh.
You understand?
And other thing.
That's what happened. But on that topic also, I need to
go deep on it.
To talk about the Malawi people, which I'm so disappointed for the choice that they made. I know you guys got you have how can I say, you have an excuses of saying the previous president wasn't doing anything.
No, don't include me on that. Me, I'm someone. Don't include me on that. Before that, I want to engage on that topic.
Yeah.
But this topic it started with you first. I want you to start talking with Congo because it's already included Malawi and that.
No, we can start with Congo and finish with Malawi. We can continue with Malawi and finish with Congo.
Yeah, continue on that.
No, what I wanted to say is that the way people they went to vote. I always ask people when I met Malawian people, when I meet Malawian people, I ask them, listen, we have a new president in Malawi, Mutharika, who is one of the greatest presidents of Malawi.
Yeah.
You understand? Of my lifetime, one of the maybe is the greatest president of Malawi. I don't know.
Behind you. Then continue.
Yeah. Okay. Mutharika was very good, loved by the people. Work for the people. You understand? He helped Malawi. But his time was gone, right?
Yeah.
The guy is, how many years? 90 years, something. The guy is 90 years. I take Mutharika, I compare with
No.
I compare with my 95 years, my 5 years grandpa.
Yeah.
I compare them. Because the mind of them, their mind, you know, the cognitive, they've got close to the main dementia. They're forgetting things because your cognitive capacity has decreased very low, just like a baby. And we go as the African people, and our excuse is that this previous one wasn't doing anything. So in the whole Malawian country, the Malawian people, they didn't find a young dynamic person, a young manager who could have been president.
My brother,
it's painful.
It's very painful.
The guy was good, he was great, but his time has passed. He's not. For me, what he's doing now, he's just sitting there, sleeping in a bed. You know who's running the
colleague behind?
The bureaucrat.
Yes.
It doesn't never say. It doesn't have. They just tell me, okay, president, this is what we did yesterday. This is what we do today.
And
sunny here. It doesn't even read what
this is the thing that most people, my fellow Malawians, they don't see it and they don't understand. If I talk, maybe they feel like maybe I don't like him. It's a politics. It's a politics, but this politics you have to come with a knowledge, with understanding. That one is our father. Is old. Is our grandpa. He have service. You have done a lot for that country, and that thing cannot be forgotten or being forsaken. It can never, it will never, you know. But you have to come at a to an understanding.
We have to go up. We don't have to go back in
Hey,
life.
you know, we have to just to look at the person. Yes, he's a professor, he's wise, but you look age, age limits a lot. Himself right now, even if he have been given a contract, like this contract, we have something, a progress that we need to do. He's not going to read that the whole contract.
What is he gonna read?
He's not gonna
No,
read.
even if because the president don't read, somebody read for them, they get summarized. Does he have the cognitive capacity to take that summarize into perspective and deliver something productive?
You see, you mentioned that was there any person there in the country? There was a lot of energetic young people there.
Clever,
Many
capable of
managing. The only thing I want to say generally, the previous president, who's Chakwera,
yeah.
according to me, Chakwera was just a good leader. Chakwera was just a very good leader. According to me again, Chakwera, he was building Malawi, like rebuilding since Kamus and the Bingwa Mtarika, not this one, Bingwa Mtarika. Chakwera was one of the presidents who was also rebuilding the country. I know he was rebuilding. Not, he was facing a lot of challenges during his time. He faced a lot of challenges that he didn't provide to his, according to his manifesto. It was trying to drag him down, you know. But to what he have done so far, if you can see it, like it was also a good direction. But once it comes to this election, Malawian, they were voting because of anger. They were angry. Things they were very high, you know. Life was like at a tough. So for people to understand, even to look like to look at it, like how can we choose someone who can help? It's like they didn't have, they were not looking at it because the heart has already chosen, you know, that this one needs to be removed. This one is the reason we are suffering like this. And to check again about the
excuse,
like on how they are going to execute the decision. They were not looking at that. They just look like these people. I think if we put our Peter Mohammed Tarika, is going to help us to need this kind of like food. This you need. He's gonna do it because this is not happening because of this person. But right now, he is on the power now.
Let's see
the
now.
situation, you don't need to see it. It's happening.
It's worse.
Things that were happening with that previous government, the one that they were blaming, is still happening. This one, they say they're going to solve it. This thing is still going.
How are you going to solve it?
How are you going to solve it? So now Malawians, they realize that, it was not the government. It was not a president.
It's just a system.
It's hard for them to accept it because they made a decision. Like we chose it.
And then remember, when you vote, it's going to cost you 5 years. 5 years. You see, before the election, I was talking with Malawian people. Yeah. All of them, they said, this guy, we want that old man. I said to them, listen, guys, at least you need a common sense.
Common sense.
People need common sense to go to vote. When you go vote, okay, I can understand if a person was 75 years old. 95 years, somebody who's struggling to walk, is struggling to eat. There are many cognitive, many physical and healthy health issues that a person
as those are politicians, they cannot reveal it.
Is facing. So that guy, for me, the Mutarika guy, is just a puppet. It doesn't do nothing. It's just a it's just sitting there. This guy, the wife, the son, those are the people running the government.
And this,
I learned that with the president of America, Joe Biden. He was also a puppet.
that one was pure puppet.
Yeah, but he's even younger than this one.
You see,
But
listen,
this your own is very old.
listen.
The guy can't do nothing.
This president of Malawi, this our president, Peter Mutharika. You know, his party, that Democratic Progressive Party, that DPP, that party got a lot of young men. You know, is they got a lot of young men, obviously, and those young men, they don't have good hearts. You know, those young men who are in this party are the ones that have been doing a lot of bad things. You know, they were already in government. They have been doing something evil, bad things. You know, but because Malawian, they say they didn't have a choice according to them. But me, I had a choice.
But because Malawian, they one of the people also they don't want to learn.
They don't want to learn. They don't want to learn. They don't want to listen.
They don't want to learn at all. When you're explaining to them, they think they know.
Hey, that's why I said they don't want to learn. They don't want to listen.
They think they know.
They know everything.
Because of maybe something happened, whatever. They think they know, but they don't want to learn. Because they don't know. This president they scammed you. I mean, this was the biggest scam of Malawian people. This politician, that DPP, the DPP,
yeah,
they scammed you. They scammed the people of Malawi. It's gonna be 5 years of misery because now everyone want to be rich. Everyone want to position himself to be the next candidate. You understand? Now they're not gonna work for the for the same. I mean, idea to advance them and to advance the country.
And also me, I see like they were fighting for this power not for the sake of developing the country. They were fighting for the sake of their party.
Most of the people, man, I mean, everyone, most of the politicians. It's common in Africa. Most of the politicians.
But Malawians, they have to take this punishment.
Yes,
they have to take this punishment.
They have to accept the responsibilities now. They have to take accountability.
Because right now it's going to help them that once you are just doing something in anger or without thinking, it's gonna.
How many people take accountability? That's a problem. The same people repeat the same mistake. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Because people don't want to learn from our mistakes.
One more. The other question that I wanted to say. I think this one should be our last. Two more. This one and the other one. Because that one I already started, but I didn't finish. There's Congo and Rwanda have just signed a deal now. A ceasefire. How things goes now?
Things is since they signed the deal like 5 days ago.
Yeah.
I think it's worse. It's worse because now there is a province. They call it Ituri, something like that.
Yeah.
Ituri. That province, the rebels, the M23. I was listening and I was watching on Twitter. They're close to taking that province to end because the M23 got Goma.
Yeah.
They've got Sud-Kivu.
I think it's really
Goma and Bukavu.
Okay.
They got those one. So if they take the no, it's not Ituri. It's Uvira or whatever there, somewhere there. What I wanted to say is that conflict is not a common conflict which we can solve with a stroke of a pen. I know it's Donald Trump. I've got too much respect for him and of America.
But on this, they were all just coming for minerals.
No, besides that, the initiative is good.
Okay.
But the people involved supposed to have an agreement.
Yeah. Those people
can
talk
about Kagame. Paul Kagame was recently saying, if he said something like, if I was the president of Congo, I was gonna go to the M23 and find the solution
with them,
and then ask them what do you guys want so that we can find the consensus
construction
to fix
views, yeah.
to fix everything. And people were saying, "Oh, Kagame." I know Kagame is always beyond the M23
Yeah.
because there is almost 4,000, according to the news. We all know that
Yeah.
4,000 Rwandan soldiers
Soldiers
in,
are
in
in
Congo,
M23.
and those people they
Oh, I
always
see.
uh, their excuses is that they are there protecting the Rwanda people against the FDLR. Those people are the Hutus. The
Yeah.
Hutus who flee from Rwanda when
That time of
Kagame
genocide.
in genocide 1994.
Yeah.
They flee, they came to Congo. We gave them a shelter.
Yeah.
They came to Congo, and now they reproduce themselves, they marry, they become most of them Congolese. You understand? And so those people, they were always fighting against the Tutsis,
Yeah.
who are Kagame's side. They were
Side,
fighting against them. By fighting them, now the Rwanda people decided to bring their people in our soil. And their defense is that we protecting our people against those guys. Unless if Congo can help um, to dissolve the those FDLR,
Yeah.
which was a bit complicated. You understand? Which was a bit complicated. As for me, I always feel that we have been invaded for a long time, for 30 full years, and by our own generosity.
Yeah.
Because by generosity, we received the Hutus.
Yeah.
We accepted them. By accepting them,
it's like it
it's
was
like
a trap.
It was like a trap. It's like we created a problem. This is a self-made problem. You understand? It's a self-made problem. Now those people, what are you gonna call them? Some of them flee Rwanda 30 years ago. They were kids, and some of them got married, they've got kids. Those kids, what are you gonna call them? Congolese, Rwandese, or what?
They will be called the Congo.
Congo most. You understand? They call them Congo. Those people. You see?
And other things, I see like also Congolese politicians, they take advantage of that.
Of the war, né?
Of the war. They take advantage of the war to root.
Because if you see, they are rooting, yeah. They are rooting.
If you see the status of Congo, see that they have a lot of money. Where did they get it? Where does
Yo, my man, Congo, we are one of the richest country in the whole world. I always, in a normal country, we shouldn't be here in South Africa.
Yeah.
We should be in Congo making things happen. Because our country is richer than, let's say, I don't know which country can be richer than Congo when it comes to resources. No country has everything. Congo, remember, we are in the center of Africa.
Yeah.
We are surrounded by 9 countries. You understand? That alone has to tell you something.
Yeah.
We are the center of the heart of Africa. So whatever Zambia has, we have.
Yeah.
Whatever Burundi have, we have. Yeah. Whatever Sudan have, we got. Whatever all those countries, whatever they got, Angola have.
Yeah.
We have. You understand? This is how powerful we are. We've got also one of the biggest forests in the world.
Yeah.
Remember, forest is wealth.
Wealth, my friend.
We understand. We have all those things. Our resources are being envied by the West and everyone. So to get through that, you have to find the corrupt people. That's why these people, they come to the politician to create this. They form a militia, just like Somalia. They form this one.
What if now Congo government started building the army? Because if
we can't rebuild the army because we have, like I said, we have been invaded.
Yeah.
Our army, half of the army have been invaded by the Rwandans. We don't know who's the informant, you don't know who's the crook, we don't know who's the problem. So, but there is a way to change the Congo, to make Congo great. I know it's just a straightforward way, but the problem is our politicians are cruel, they crook. Instead of focusing on what they can fix, you know what they're thinking of?
What?
Changing the constitution.
Changing. What's wrong with the constitution before I go there?
According to them, the constitution doesn't give too much power to the president. According to what they said the president doesn't have much power.
Like
this constitution,
what power?
It cannot control everything. It cannot declare the war. But the president has been declaring war in Congo for as long as I can remember. They said the president needs to have power.
You guys, do you have a parliament?
We do have a puppet parliament. The puppet parliament, what's happening in Congo is that the president can decide to okay, by every member of the parliament Mercedes Benz. The government will buy. I'm telling you, wait, the government will buy a Range Rover for every single one. You know what they do that? It's a bribe.
It's a bribe, yeah.
So